Are we good to go? All right, let's go.
How are you on expletives on the podcast?
You can say whatever you want. I'm Hamid Chojai. I'm a tech entrepreneur who's been building software companies in Arizona for the past 20 or so years. And now I'm at the next stage of my life where I'm looking to help the next generation of founders build the next generation of amazing tech companies.
You take something that was once in your head, like just an idea, and now that thing that came from your head, which didn't even exist before, is now interacting with people, which is just, it's like having a kid, and that kid grows up to be something amazing.
I'm not sure I should be the host of the podcast, but nobody else is doing it.
I'm like the guy that when people come and they're like, hey, what should I do? I'm always like, don't raise capital. Do whatever you can to not raise capital.
I wanted to be a writer, a copywriter, and
You're in this male-dominated world where you're coming in, highly educated, and you're basically doing a secretarial type of job. The podcast is about doers who are taking a chance and trying to make a dent in the universe.
Helping people get appointments for vaccinations is really, really cool. And it's a message I keep sending out to the team. What you're doing is really important.
And I was always told not to become an entrepreneur.
You were told that by your parents?
Yeah.
Who were entrepreneurs themselves?
Who were entrepreneurs.
The conversations are not scripted. I don't have a list of questions that I'm going down through. These are real conversations that I have with real people.
After I quit my job, I found out I was pregnant, and then the next week COVID hit.
Oh, wow.
So I was home in March, really just sitting with myself, like, okay, shit, like, what do I do,
Wow.
When I pulled up to your office today here to do this podcast, I was remembering the first time I came here.
Yeah.
And you pulled out your checkbook and you handed me a check. When someone gives you a check for something that you believe in and you've gone, like every single dollar you've got is already in, and someone gives you a little more fuel, you never forget those moments.
We talk about family, we talk about investing.
I put $100 into Bitcoin, and it's maybe 2012, something like that.
Wow.
And in 2018, I bought a house.
And you found the $100 worth of Bitcoin.
I found $53,000
Worth of
because
Bitcoin.
that's what Bitcoin had become.
When it halves, you lose $50. When it doubles, you gain 100.
Right.
So it really is stacked in your favor.
We talk about mental health.
He was afraid to show vulnerability and reach out for help. And the irony of it is that, that led to his attempted suicide.
For me, it's where there's chaos and complete pain, there's opportunity.
We talk about the loneliness of starting something completely new, or being a founder where you're responsible for a lot of people's lives.
You need to be able to be so intrinsically motivated that you can spend the next 5 to 10 years of your life with most people not understanding what you do or why you do it or how you do it, and being okay with that.
The one universal theme is of struggle and accomplishment. What does it take for someone to be successful, and what does that journey look like for people? You had to listen to 800 no's, not be discouraged, and move forward still in order to get the 33 yeses you needed.
I mean, that's exactly right. And a no is not just a no. I had to learn the language of no.
I get inspired by other people's stories as well, and it makes me want to do something better and just improve myself. Ultimately, my goal for the podcast is for other people to be inspired to do something that they love. I'd love to see you rap.
Oh, I surprise people. She said, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry. It's like...
All right, let's go.